What's up, YouTube? It's your boy DC back in the flesh. I know it's been a minute. Obviously, I moved. The background's a little different. But yeah, I'll just get the elephant out of the room. I went to Porter Robinson last night. Of course, I'm going to brag about it a little bit. It was amazing. I made a post about it. If you want to see some clips from the show, just follow my Instagram. But yeah, today we're finally back for DisCussions number 2. I asked this like 3 weeks ago. I'll just read the post once again in case you forgot. So basically, I asked, like, what was the best year for Monstercat? Had some additional questions such as, what year and how did you discover Monstercat? What was Monstercat's best year and why? Who's your favorite Monstercat artist? And what is your favorite Monstercat song? So I ended up getting 56 different responses, which is insane. Thank you guys for participating. Unless we wanted this video to be like 2 hours long, I can't go through every single one. I think at the end of the video, I'm going to show the stats of which year was selected the most among you guys, and then maybe which artists were selected the most and most songs. Well, we'll see. But yeah, I think I'm just going to pick like, I don't know, 15 to 20 random different ones, random number generator, back at it again. But yeah, we'll get started here in a minute. I guess I should probably get my background out of the way in case you don't know it yet. So I discovered Monstercat in 2019 thanks to Rocket League. I listened to some songs in game for a while, and then eventually discovered the label outside of the game. So what year was the best? I mean, honestly, I would say 2019. I mean, of course, I have nostalgia because that's the year I discovered it. But also, I mean, there were a lot of bangers that year. Just look it up. You might agree with me. My favorite artist is pretty obvious. I got a tie. It's Grant and Bad Computer. I just love those guys. My favorite song, you'll just have to watch my top 100 Monstercat songs of this year, which I posted back in January. So I won't spoil that for you. You can watch it if you want. But yeah, we're going to go here for the first comment by Soupy2253. He says, or she says, I discovered Monstercat in 2015, a little bit before Faint released We Won't Be Alone. Heard Monstercat songs sooner from YouTube intros, but it took me a bit before I wanted to check where those songs came from. So they think the best year is 2017. Start of the Rocket League collab, the Shift to Uncaged, and just overall amazing songs and great unexpected collabs. So yeah, 2017, I remember when I did the best of each year album with you guys. It was like a community ranking together. We did that. And 2017, I remember, I think got like the least amount of views out of any of the years. And also, I just remember the best of comp just wasn't that strong. 2017, definitely the highlight is the Rocket League start, because then I wouldn't be here without that collaboration. Your favorite artist is Stonebank. Such a big discography with so many S tier and varied songs. Conroe and Bad Computer are also up there. I love all three of those artists. Like I just said, Bad Computer top 2. Conroe used to be like top 5. I feel like the last couple of years he's kind of taken a dip for me. But Stonebank has always been consistent. He can do so many different genres, so I definitely agree. Your favorite song is Home by Laszlo. Honorable mentions, Disarray and Bone Dry. Those are all very good. I don't have this nostalgia for Home, obviously, so it's definitely up there for me, though. I'd give it like at least an 8 or a 9 out of 10. So yeah, solid entry for number 1. Next up, Stale Media says they discovered Monstercat in late 2015, not long before 025 came out. I noticed a lot of songs I was recognizing were coming from the label due to the music constantly appearing in YouTube videos, especially Minecraft, which I was hugely into growing up. Side note, I never really was into Minecraft. I'm sure if I was, I probably would have discovered Monstercat and other EDM labels back in the day, especially at that age. But yeah, I just never really got into Minecraft. So, your favorite, or the best year you think for the label is 2014 all the way. Now, I know a lot of older Monstercat fans always claim that 2014 through 2016, aka the golden era, was the best for the label, and it's kind of hard to argue with that, even though I had no idea what it was back then. If you go back and listen to the songs, you can tell how consistent and quality all the releases were, and it's a lot more consistent than it is now, that's for sure. So yeah, 2014, and you know what's funny I forgot to mention is at the Porter concert last night, I was wearing my Monstercat windbreaker, and I actually got a couple comments like, yo, that's sick, dude. A lot of nostalgia for that. I was not expecting that, so that was cool. So your favorite artist is Bad Computer, based. His sound personifies everything I love about electronic music and what I want it to be going forward, not because I want everyone to make similar music, but because of the level of thought, love, and care that goes into his music. Yeah, I totally agree, obviously. Totally not biased here. But yeah, he puts so much thought into his music, so much detail into all the sounds he uses. It's no wonder he's a fan favorite, and I know a lot of people, or at least some people who are vocal about it, say he's overrated. You can have your own opinions, man, but I totally agree he's one of the best. And then your favorite song is Starship by Grant, also based. Yeah, you've got Grant makes your favorite song and Backbeat's your favorite artist. That's basically me. You trying to copy me, bro? But yeah, Starship is a banger. It's not my favorite Grant song, but definitely up there. To Mr. Trader. You discovered Monstercat in 2020 through this programming website called Scratch. Okay, that is a very interesting discovery story. You gotta leave a comment and explain that more, bro. You said that the best year was 2019 because there were so many great projects and even more great songs, and had your favorite Monstercat LP of all time, We Are Dust. I haven't listened to We Are Dust in a while, but I used to listen to that so much. Totally agree. That is definitely a top 3 album on the label for sure. And then you said your favorite artist is Dabin. I think he remixed Truth by Tristan, and he's my second favorite. So, yeah, you guys will have to fact check me. I don't even know if Dabin is on the label. He might have a remix, like you said. That was probably a while ago. But yeah, Dabin's pretty cool. I don't listen to it that much. But, I mean, you mentioned Tristan, so kind of similar. Melodic guy. I totally get it. They're pretty awesome. Your favorite song, you're going to go with Bad Computer, Destroy Me. He really is a goat, and that song combines what I pretty much value the most about music. Musicality with some absolutely crazy sound design, and the structure is also so unique. It's also one of those songs that doesn't necessarily need vocals. Yeah, Destroy Me is definitely up there. I can't listen to it all the time. It's not like one of the most replayable songs, but it's definitely complex. It definitely has some great melodic moments, some great breakdowns. I mean, Bad Computer, once again, guys, see, I'm not crazy. I might be like the Bad Computer and Grant fanboy, but I'm not the only one, okay? Up, Astral Infinity says it was around 2014, 2015 when Bracken's To the Stars was used as the background music. I found Flight shortly after and it stuck. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people discovered the label thanks to Flight. It was ultra popular back in the day, especially in the YouTube background music scene. Number 2, you think the best year is 2015. It was definitely the peak of Monstercat's diversity and was really blowing up in terms of genre variety. Yeah, 2015, I think we were at the height of the compilation albums. This was before Uncaged and Instinct. I can't remember exactly what came out in 2015, but once again, that is right in the middle of the golden era, 2014 through 2016. So it's going to be hard to argue against that. Number 3, your favorite artist or artists in this case, you say Rogue, Grant, and Smile. Obviously, can agree with Grant. I love Rogue. I mean, I know he's a father now. I totally understand he's taking a step back from music. I just can't wait till he gets back to making some music because he's definitely got some of my favorite songs of all time, like Empires. And Smile, great future-based producers. They haven't made a song in a while either. I don't know what they're up to, but their discography is so consistent both inside and outside the label. And then your favorite song. So you, if you wanted to narrow it, so Skybreak Sharks Out of Frame. That's a new one. I haven't listened to it that much since it came out. It's decent. It hasn't really grown on me to be like one of the best songs of all time, you know. And then you got Full Damage, also this year. So we've got a couple 2024 songs on here. Again, I actually haven't listened to Damage that much since it came out either. Obviously, when I do my like end of year list, I'll have to listen to it more, see if it grows on me. But then you got Grant and Ellis, Dead Man Walking, definitely up there. One of my favorite collabs of the past like 3 years in general. It's just a banger, and it's super replayable. It's pretty short, so you can just play it over and over again. I love it. They said, have a safe move. Looking forward to what everyone says. Hey, thanks, man. Okay, next up, Ryan Isles says, I discovered Monstercat in around 2019. Fellow 2019er, nice. And then you said, in my opinion, the best year for Monstercat is probably 2021 through 2022 because a lot of good songs. Yeah, I'm looking through my top 50 of 2021 right now. You've got Eternal by Smile. You've got Sleepless by Pixel Terror in them. You've got Stay by Tynan and Ace Aura. You got Fall to Pieces by Bishu. Strength Unknown by Stonebank. Shadow by Boss Fight. Yeah, a lot of good songs in 2021. And then looking at 2022, of course, Dead Man Walking, Just Dance by Bad Computer, Nirvana by Candyland, Grit by Boss Fight, A Cookie from Space by Infected Mushroom, Limitless by Slippy, just to name a few. So, yeah, I know a lot of people don't really like Modern Monstercat, especially this year and last year in particular. It's kind of changed. There's been a lot of change lately. But 2021 and 2022, I gotta agree. Definitely some very high highs those years. Your favorite artist, you would say Fairlane, since he has a good streak so far. Yeah, Fairlane, he's pretty decent. Not one of my favorites, but he did have a really good song, Not My Night, which I played a ton this year. Probably one of my most played songs of the year for sure. Fairlane, I do like his stuff off the label. I did a artist showcase on him, so I do like Fairlane quite a bit. Just not one of my top tier favorites, you know what I mean? And then your favorite song, You narrowed it down to one, Ghost in the Machine by Trivecta. I believe that was Trivecta's last song on the label, and that was like over 3 years ago. I don't know if he'll come back. Very good commercial progressive house, I believe. Not my favorite. I don't come back to it that often. I think it's a teeny bit overrated. It is very powerful, though. I'll be honest, it's very good. It's just not one of my favorites. So I respect that pick for sure. Next up, PZ says, I discovered around the OG days where the old visualizer layout was still a thing. Couldn't remember the year, so that's probably any time before mid 2016. And then you've been sticking around after Best of 2022 got released in January of 2023. Okay, so we've got an OG fan who came back. That's pretty cool. And then you said, can't really say since I haven't been here much for the best year. That's fair. Number 3, you said that your favorite artists are Kuro, Boss Fight, and Skybreak. Those are some heavy hitters right there. Out of those 3, my personal favorite would probably be Boss Fight. His stuff just bangs. But then again, Skybreak being a newcomer and almost all of his songs have hit really hard. And then Kuro, very unique style, so they stand out for sure. Or I guess he stands out since he's alone now. But yeah, all 3 very good artists, I would say. And your favorite song is Can't Say by Kuro, the first song that got me really into Monstercat right at the beginning of 2023. That song is definitely underrated, I agree. Really like the vocal chops and singing on that song. And then you said, I remember when I was trying to search for Apex Legends gun syncs. No way, we got another Apex fan, let's go. And someone made a sync of that song and I got really addicted to it. Even made it to my number 1 in my Spotify rap that year. That's pretty cool. So yeah. Okay, next up, the Oof guy says, around late 2018 when I first played Rocket League is when you discovered the label. Nice, you got a few month head start on me probably. I remember it was January 2019 when I discovered it, and the intro song was Badlands by Rogue, so I'd love to see your comment if you can remember what the intro song for Rocket League was when you first started playing. Okay, and then you said the best year for the label was definitely 2013. Oh, that's pretty cool. So you discovered it later, but you went back and listened. I did the same, but you actually think 2013 is the best year. So that's like right around the beginning of the golden era, I think. I don't know if I'm in the minority here, but I just kind of enjoy like 2019 through 2022 a bit more than the earlier years. That's probably an unpopular opinion. I just don't think the early stuff holds up as well as it did probably back in the day, and I'm sure a lot of people have nostalgia for it, but I just don't think it aged as well. So yeah, that's probably unpopular, but that's just me. And then your favorite artists, you've got 3 here. You've got Tristan number 1, popular pick. Grant number 2, based pick as well. Desert Star, even more based. I love Desert Star. I'm a melodic guy myself. He only has like probably 6 or 7 songs on the label, but I pretty much like all of them. And I've actually been playing one of his most recent off-label songs a ton this year for some reason. Hold On. I recommend that song if you've never heard it. And then your favorite song overall is Frame of Mind by Tristan and Bracken. So yeah, that's a 2013 one. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, that's a very popular OG collab right there. So totally get the pick. Not one of my favorites, but I definitely respect it. It's probably a solid 8 out of 10 for me. On we've got Dino. I want to say around 2018, 2019, but I never took it very seriously until around 2021. So yeah, you're kind of similar to me. I didn't really start taking it seriously until 2020 after I discovered it in 2019. I mean, that's when I started this YouTube channel, was 2020 during the pandemic. So number 2, you can't really say on this one. Understandable. Then you said your favorite artist right now is Have. I love neurofunk a lot, one of my favorite genres, and he is so consistent in making his songs sound nasty. Now I know in my rankings over the past year or so, I've kind of been dubbed a Have hater just because I don't really rate a lot of their songs that high. I do like some neurofunk, I do like some drum and bass. For some reason, most of Have's songs just don't resonate with me that well. I don't really click with them. They do have a few bangers, especially the recent ones, but yeah, for whatever reason, I just have not been able to get into Have as much as everybody else. Next, you said your favorite song. Gotta have some recency bias on this one. Top 3 would be Shadows by Boss Fight. Totally agree, one of my favorites. Sound Therapy by Zensei. I have heard it thanks to Rocket League a bit, but you know me, I'm not a Silk guy, I don't really listen. And then S-ISO by Abstract. That's a throwback right there. That takes me back to my Bass House 2019 days. I was really into Abstract that year. So yeah, not my favorite Abstract track, but it's a fun vibe, I gotta agree. J4 Deas 818 says that you found out about Monstercat in October of 2023. Well, 2018 because of Crab Rave, but didn't know it was a Monstercat track. Yeah, that actually kind of reminds me, back when I was into Fortnite, I think it was the Marshmello concert when I heard Alone. Had no idea that was a Monstercat song, but I actually think that probably was the first Monstercat song I ever heard, now that I think about it. because that was like right before I started Rocket League, I think. Maybe around the same time, but yeah. Number 2, the best year for the label you would say is 2018 or January through April 2024. I'm still new to Monstercat since I've been listening to 99 Lives nonstop, so I'm still going back and listening to old songs. Well, have fun discovering the old songs, man. There's a lot of hidden gems in there. There's a lot of popular gems in there, of course. But yeah, 2018, pretty good year. I'd have to look at the list real quick. Oh yeah, 2018 we were in full swing of the Rocket League Monstercat comps. You had Volume 3 come out, probably Volume 4 too, I think. You had Right Tight by Dion Timmer. You had To Me by Smile. And of course you had Laszlo's Liftoff LP, one of the best. And of course Overkill by Riot. So there were a lot of good stuff 2018, gotta agree. You say your favorite artist, Bishu, because his fun personality and interacting with his community. Yes, if you're not following Bishu on YouTube yet, what are you doing? He does some great Twitch streams as well. I don't really watch Twitch, but he does upload some VODs to YouTube. There's a lot of fun stuff he does. And he is pretty unique. He is pretty creative, I could say, when it comes to his music. I would say his best year was definitely 2021 when he had Fall to Pieces, and it feels like every track he made that year was a banger. And then his album this year, I almost forgot, his Micro Celebrity album this year, really fun. He's done a lot of singing on it, and they're just fun, carefree vibes, I would say. So definitely check that out if you haven't. Number 4, your favorite tracks are Limitless by Project 46. I thought you were about to say Limitless by Slippy, but yeah, Project 46, that's a throwback. What It's Like by Subtact, and Bone Dry by Tristram, another Bone Dry mention. So Limitless makes you feel happy and pumped up. Bone Dry because it helps calm you down after a loss in Rock League. Same. And What It's Like because I fell in love with Noctiland's voice in 99 Lives. I don't have much to say there. Those are some good reasons and some good songs. Limitless by Project 46 is the one I've probably heard the least out of those 3. But I do like the other 2 quite a bit. I'm going to do one more. So for this last comment here, Aunt Lando says that they discovered Monstercat in late 2014 through Geometry Dash community circles. Yeah, I've seen some comments of people talking about Geometry Dash back in the day. I did play a little bit. I was decent at it. I do like rhythm games like Beat Saber, obviously. Never into those community circles back in the day, but that's pretty cool that you discovered it through that. That's awesome. Number 2, the best year you think is 2017 again. This may be a biased pick since I stopped paying attention to the label around 2018. But at the time, I was enjoying nearly every release that came out and was excited for what was to come. At the time, I exclusively listened to Monstercat, and by early 2018, I had started branching out to off-label music and never looked back. So nostalgia definitely plays a big part of that. That's pretty cool. I would say 2019 and 2020, I pretty much only listened to Monstercat, and then probably early 2021, I started branching out. And I feel like this year I've listened to a lot of stuff not on Monstercat, but I still go back some. And 2017, I should probably actually look at what came out that year other than Rocket League times Monstercat Volume 1. We had Chipland by Nanabe, that's pretty good. We had My Dear by Summer Was Fun, Everything by World. You had a Muzzy EP. You had What Feels Right by Doomu and Mindsight, that's pretty awesome. You had Sprite by Soup Andreas. Oh, and of course you had Subside by Fixa and Boss Fight. So there were definitely some bangers. I feel like 2017 wasn't as memorable as some other years, if that makes any sense. Your favorite artists? I think Grant and Bad Computer deserve the top spots due to the fact that I can still listen to their music and enjoy it beyond a nostalgia lens. Yeah, see, I'm not the only Grant and Bad Computer enjoyer, guys. I told you I'm not the only one. They deserve all the praise they can get. You said Pegboard Nerds was a favorite back then, but I just can't listen to them anymore. Yeah, it's kind of sad the fall off Pegboard Nerds has had. They were so consistent and popular back in the days. Like every track they made was a huge hit. But now I just feel like they're kind of reciprocating the same sound design. They don't really have too many new ideas, I feel like, unfortunately. But hopefully they can get back to what they were back in the day. And then your favorite songs. You've got a few here. You've got Drolo, Bon Voyage. You've got Killing Giants by Puppet. And you've got Starship by Grant and Far Away by Tristam and Bracken. All very iconic songs right there. Drolo only had 2 songs on the label. I really liked his album from last year. But Bon Voyage is a very nice, chill vibe. Killing Giants, one of the most iconic, one of the best songs on the label, period. Another Grant Starship mention, which is great. And then Far Away, an OG collab. So those are all very respectable picks. Alright guys, I think that's all the comments I'm going to go through in depth today, just because if I were to go through any more, this video would last forever. So yeah, thank you so much for participating. But yeah, getting back into making videos here that I'm mostly settled in my new place. I'm going to try to get submissions out this weekend, and then we'll just see what happens after that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Maybe I'm too old now.